Hello.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Very, very much.
Wow.
I just want to start off by saying that Cody refuses to sit in the front. I'm just going to throw it out there. I just want to make that known. So
you guys are always on that bridge.
Trying to get somewhere. We're just swinging.
So how old are you, Cody?
Well,
okay, never mind.
Wait, the long or the short answer.
Happy birthday.
Yes, that's hope. He's 37 years young. Yep.
Well, that's beautiful.
You look good.
I took the potion from Death Becomes Her, so yes. So the aging process.
Cody, you're the same age as me.
I go by Katie sometimes too, I guess.
I like to call you Katie.
That's okay.
That's a good name.
We're the same age. We're just a few weeks apart.
And you look so much better than I do.
No, I don't. I really don't.
I love it.
I just had more fillers than you. That's all.
Just
what are you guys doing hanging out with an old person? I'm 50. You guys are all in your 30s.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't know that. Can we hear you?
Yeah,
I am
You're
too.
so good.
I'm out.
Did you say you're out?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm not.
I'm old. I'm the same age as Sharrell. I'm an old
you
lady
are?
too.
Welcome
Two
to
of
the
them,
club.
John. Two of them.
You guys look so good.
Oh, thank
Shut up,
you.
you 20-year-old. I know.
Yeah, you have no say.
And I already have to get fillers.
Do you
Kevin, how
remember?
dare you?
Do you remember when we were younger and we used to say like, "Oh my God, someone's 40. They're so much older than us." Like if you were talking about a 40-year-old man, it was like an old man, and now you're like,
Yeah.
Wait, we have another
what
caller
a
coming in.
baby.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela.
Hey,
Oh, and then we lost her. All right. So while she comes back, Steph, happy birthday, Cody. You may not be able to stick around. Just want to thank you so much, Steph. Thank you, sweetie. And Heidi, thank you so much. That was very
Heidi
cool.
and Steph are so sweet.
Always love you.
Heidi.
Thank you.
Shout out to Heidi.
Heidi's great. Yeah. So what were we saying?
We were just saying that everyone's very old.
Okay,
no, this is old. I was talking to this lady before, and she was talking about her younger sister. Like, oh, my sister's so young, she doesn't understand these things. She's my baby sister. She's my baby sister. I go, well, how old is she? She goes, 74.
She's a little baby. How would she even understand?
Hey, and
her brain is not developed yet.
Maybe is the new 30.
Thank you, Kelly.
60 centimeters.
Yeah.
I said 50.
Hi, Angela. You look good.
Hi, Angela. You look gorgeous.
I'm a super fan. I'm freaking out right now.
Oh, Deavan, Angela, Deavan. There you go. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce her.
Oh, hi, Deavan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just had to hop on for a little bit. I just want to tell Cody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday. So how are you?
I love
Good for you, Angela.
Well, Sharrell, hello. And Johnny, of course, I always tell Johnny hello. So I just wanted to let you know I'm watching. I'm about dead tired, but I'm watching. And
I hear you.
The other night, it's so funny. You and Sharrell and Perry was on, and I put it on my big screen. I was tired, and I sat here and I listened to y'all. My daughter comes in to cut TV. I said, "Cut it back on." I said, "I'm listening." I could hear it when I'm sleeping. When you cut it off, I'll jump right back up. So
I'm embarrassed. Because we always act a fool, don't we, Angela?
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be me if I did.
Everybody watches.
I forget people are watching sometimes, don't you, John?
I know.
Horrible.
I wish I could forget some of the things I forgot while I was watching sometimes.
John, are we live?
Tracey.
I gave Johnny or Cody a cameo for Johnny for his birthday, and I sent it to him. And I just want to know, did Cody get the 68 in the cake?
Angela, that was funny.
I feel like that might be a dirty joke.
It was.
It did. Yeah.
It's making me uncomfortable.
Yeah. It is his birthday. Well, I did have like a few drinks. Like,
Johnny does Cody and he owes him one.
pretty much.
Oh my God.
You
So
laugh
funny.
back jokes, boy, I'll tell you. But I just want y'all to let you know I love y'all. And happy birthday, Cody.
We love you, Angela.
We love you.
We love you, Angela.
Love you, Angela.
Love you. Give the love to our family, sweetie.
I will. I love you. I'm going to hop off because, I'm not allowed to stay on long. They keep me
Amazing.
Thank you. We love you.
I love you.
down.
Yeah.
Like, when is my release date?
Right.
I'm going to get my grid sheet. But I love y'all. I will be watching that, Deavan. Nice to speak to you finally.
I know. It's so nice to speak to you finally.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you later. And love you, Sharrell. Love you, Johnny. Love you, Cody.
Bye. We love you, Ange. Thank you.
Hi, Ange.
Thank you.
Good.
Just
Bye.
remember, it's y'all's tax-paying damn right to stay Team Angela and Michael.
There you go.
Bye, honey.
Bye,
Thank you,
Ange.
Angela.
Thanks for coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I don't know if she knows how to get. You know how to get off, Ange?
Hell no.
It's all- Angela's coming from
I
us.
got it. I'll remove you.
Angela came from
She's
us
a-
live.
But
She was live
I
from.
had to get out.
She was in the green room at the strip club.
She's in the green room right now trying to figure out. Look, she's still connected. She
Right?
can't. Just close the screen. Exit out, Ange.
Does it look gorgeous, you guys?
Y'all know
She's back.
Angela, they're calling you to the stage. It's time for your dance.
Oh my God. Angela, she can't. Oh my gosh, she can't. John,
I can't get out.
Can't get
Let's
out.
make it work.
John,
This
you
is the
have
eighth
to
ring of
remove
hell.
her.
Don't do it, John. Just leave her
No,
here.
If I remove her, let's go backstage. Watch.
And then when you
Watch.
backstage,
Right. Look.
click on the three buttons. You have to click on the three buttons.
No, I don't want
Turn the
to.
camera back on and dance for us, Angela.
John, that's so bad. You can kick her out. Look
Kick her
at
out.
What
Pretend to
is
say
Angela?
inappropriate.
Close the browser for a minute.
John, do you see the
I
three
got her. I
buttons?
kicked her out. She's out. I released her.
Oh my God.
That's so mean.
So mean.
You, Angela.
Poor Angela.
That's so mean.
She was getting
I
off her
have
shift.
no idea what just happened because my phone froze. So I'm
no.
so out of the loop.
I legit had to call my friend yesterday and walk me how to get to the desktop on a MacBook. I'm like, what's the button to get me to the desktop?
She's like, okay.
The button.
Like,
Are you on the desktop itself?
Oh my
and he's
God.
like, I don't know. I don't think so. And she's like, do you see funny buttons?
that was the funniest fucking thing I ever saw.
That's so mean.
That was the funniest.
John, remember when I one time I was on live and I kicked myself out? Do you remember that, John?
Yeah,
I kicked
wait, I'm sure I'll do it like 5 times.
John does it every
You're
time.
on your channel and you kick yours, and I was just live on your channel for like 10 minutes. I'm like,
John,
You're
I
like,
have-
okay, what do I do? Okay, she's gone. What do I do here?
I'm like, welcome to the new Sharrell's world.
You
Bad.
took over, John?
Well,
Yeah,
someone had to step in, so I took care of
That's what I do. I'm like, well, now this is my channel, guys, and you better listen the fuck up.
it.
Let me tell you what it's really like.
I was so tired. I just forgot how to. I don't know. I hit the wrong button. I don't know what happened.
Hashtag under new management.
I'm so excited. We're here for Cody's birthday, and he left the party.
I know.
Oh,
like,
no,
you
because
can't-
He's like,
I-
this
I
is
don't-
boring.
I don't know.
Oh my
I don't
God,
want to
thank you,
smoke on
Angela.
camera. I don't want to smoke
Oh,
So
on
nice.
Aw, Angela.
Angela.
Polite.
I have
Oh,
two friends watching
Thank
for
you,
Cody's
Angela.
birthday.
You're my girl.
What, Trey?
I have two friends watching for Cody's birthday. My friend Nick and my friend Rob. They're watching for Cody's birthday.
And Cody's like,
Nick
not
Rob.
even saying that. That's just so
I
wrong.
just said I'm being polite. I don't want to smoke on camera. I'm going to be right back. I'm back and forth.
You know, I don't know. I don't know where you grew up, but
well, as you told everybody, you said on a dirt farm.
well,
like
that's also
with,
true. So you know,
with lily
I mean,
pads
that
and frogs.
that would
hopping
explain
around
his manners.
everywhere.
So you want to know what I did?
He said you guys ate. He said you guys ate alligator. He did say that.
Of course.
Ew.
He said that.
Meanwhile, Cody grew up in Long Island, so I don't know what you guys
No,
are
he grew
doing.
up in Florida.
I'm from like the West Coast. Sorry.
Thank you. I want to be Kiss Bruce Springsteen. Like I have to thank you. You should be. It's your birthday.
But
Forget it. He thanks you.
I can't see. This is when age like starts.
Yeah.
to kick in.
Up to the rightful
And
age of
I'm
37.
in the back seat behind John all the time.
You
as
should get like
know,
a glaucoma test tomorrow or something like that.
I'm gonna get one too.
Yeah, you want to
Cody,
group,
tell us what
Laugh
you
at
did.
these
I
jokes.
went through those shades.
group glaucoma?
Yeah,
I
these
probably
jokes are
do.
offending me. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you're
listen.
gonna get
84 was a
glaucoma.
good year. 84 was a good year.
You know, we can head over to Cohen's Fashion Optical over at the mall to get some glaucoma, and then like lunch at Applebee's. How's that for a night?
Hey, if I get it.
Can we ever not talk about chain restaurants? No.
No.
We
I know
can't.
we talked about that last time, right?
Oh, we'll
They're
do it
fun.
again.
Cody, speaking
do
of
it again.
restaurants, how was your dinner tonight?
Oh, it was
How was
amazing. John
dinner
actually took pictures. We'll show them.
Okay, so you want to laugh? So we went to a
Yeah.
restaurant tonight, so that was fun. And then like, okay, so we get sat at the table, and I'm like, that's weird, no menus. And then like get our drinks, and I'm like, you know, still weird,
I'm
no
like,
menus.
We're like sitting there.
So
the waitress keeps
comes
walking by
like
because
with
she's
the
like,
drinks. She's like, y'all set to order. I'm like,
I'm
we
like,
never
"Can
got
we get
we
menus?"
never got menus.
No, she goes, you have to scan this little barcode.
Yes.
Like, and it pops up.
Yeah, you gotta scan now.
Menus are dirty.
Yeah, well, I like to read and see what you have. I don't want to
Yeah.
like.
You have to know. You have to know. You
John
have to.
goes, wait, we have to scan this. She goes, I have.
I'm like, I don't know
menu
how this
over here. And
works. I'm like, you have like an old
"Please."
school menu.
Wait, how did it work? How did it work?
You have to like
just
scan
pull
one of
your
those
video camera.
codes, and then like it pulls the menu up on your phone. And I'm like, to Cody,
And that's how like you order, like you. That's how like you look at the menu, and then she takes your order.
and
Oh
she
my
was
God.
laughing. I'm like, and I looked at Cody. I'm like, has it been that long since that they revolutionized the restaurant industry
I
since
was
we
like, I don't
last went
know.
out to eat?
I'm like,
Did they give you space food?
What?
It's been that way for months. I think like 7 months now. But I think I'm the only one that's been traveling, which
Yeah.
isn't
How do
good.
they
But
expect old people? Old people can't do that.
I
You
know.
know, like they bring her meatloaf, and she just wanted like a muffin and a coffee. And here's the meatloaf special. I didn't mean to order that. Like, how was an old lady supposed
Yeah, like
to order?
yikes! A night on the town for us is when Burger King has the 2 for $5 Whopper special, and then we go out to eat. We don't have to worry about any of this.
I'm like, what is all this stuff?
And then we split like $1 nugget. It's like, you know, just
Ooh, you guys are crazy.
really swirly. You know, Tracey.
you know, you paint the town red.
Oh,
You
You're
know,
like
that's it.
anything for
Really
Cody.
kick our heels. We get the spicy sauce.
And what happened at the restaurant tonight, John?
Oh,
With
two
the waitress?
people actually knew who I was. Actually, our waitress.
That's
Oh
how
no, you got recognized?
I did, and like by 2 people,
Amazing.
not in a place you'd ever think that people would from Instagram would be. Like it was not like you know.
It's like, yeah, I know you. And
Isn't it a weird feeling? What do you say? Hi, hey.
Well, you know, I thought she looked familiar, and I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "You know, you look familiar." I'm like, "Are you from around here?" And she says, "No, but I know who you are." I'm like, "Huh?" It's like I follow you. I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Why didn't you say anything?" Just like when we
Right, but you think that she meant on social media, but she said, I followed you. I actually followed you here to this restaurant
That's exactly
from your house.
probably a hater, and she's really been following you.
yeah,
You were like, oh, on social media? And she's like, no, I followed you.
it's always one of the days for me. You know, you don't.
Right
Yeah.
here.
But and then she's like, my other friend who works downstairs, like knows you and follows you too. I'm like, that's really
Creepy.
weird. Like, no, it was like
Like, just,
What do you do, Deavan, when people recognize you? What do you do?
it depends where I'm at and who I'm with. If I'm alone, I usually don't get recognized because of the mask, and I always wear a hat and tie my hair up.
Yeah.
But if my kids are with me, it's instant people everywhere, and I think most of the time I just get the people who are like taking photos of me from afar.
Oh, people take pictures of you? That's creepy.
You know, I was a little annoyed that I wasn't asked to get a picture taken with. I was like, you know, like
No autograph?
Yeah, I think Drusilla gets recognized the most out of all of us. People get really excited when they see her, and I feel like most people want photos with her. But I think the most
That's kind of inappropriate, no?
Yeah. But we just try and smile and be as nice as we can. There hasn't been a time where I've been rude about it. The only time it's really awkward is if someone hasn't kept up on the show and they see me and Chris out.
And they call
him. Yeah, and they want to take a picture with
think
him.
you're a trollop.
Someone else.
Well, that's just kind of racist, I think. I don't think that's rude. I think that's
like balloons and confetti. Like, thank you.
No, I think the funniest though is when they like obviously haven't kept up and they realize that he's
not
you know, and they get awkward about it.
How long do they stare at Chris? I'm like what kind of like
the divorce thing or anything? So they
before
like
they realize it's not
think
too long. Do you see like a light bulb go off? Like what happens?
When they realize like the people realize it's not him, and they kind of like hesitate. And there's been a few times where people have said, "Oh, you're not. Who are you? Nice to meet you." And then like most of the time, like we were at this. I think we were at like Chili's or something, and the waitress was just so ecstatic and freaking out, and she turns to Chris and is like, "I am so happy that she left." Like was just staring at him.
Are you belittling right now, Deavan? You're going down a tunnel. I like the echo is like.
Oh,
Deavan, are you in the bathtub?
Are you in the bathtub?
No, I'm in my bedroom. It's because I cleaned, so there's like space.
Oh my god! Did you throw out all your furniture? Did you throw out everything that you opened?
Yeah, basically.
Sharrell, have you had people recognize you when you're out?
Big. What?
Sharrell, do you get recognized?
Sharrell, have you had?
Oh yeah, I got recognized last weekend. It was really weird and funny. So, someone said, "Sharrell." Oh, hey. They said, "Sharrell," and I said, "Hey." And then I looked like, and I was like, "Who are you?" Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's funny.
Did they like take your picture? Because like I didn't get that question asked, and I was like, I'm just like a little disappointed. You know, I was like, oh, all right.
No, but it's just
I don't feel as bad.
Most of the time, not really. Just every now and then, not a lot.
How about you, Tracey?
People recognize me all the time. I'm very famous. So that's the whole thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was in a comedy documentary on Hulu that just was released, and I didn't know that I made it in. I thought maybe I got cut out, so I didn't even think about it. Right? You just like kind of put it out of your head, and then some of my listeners were like freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god, I see you in this Hulu documentary. It's called Hysterical. It's about female comics," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Was I saying anything like raunchy or bad because, my family's going to see it? And she was like, "Oh, no, not at all. You were just talking about testicles."
Wait, are you really
and I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm on it. I'm in the
I didn't even know.
And I was like, "Oh, good.
Like,
So,
I didn't know if that was like a joke when you were saying
No.
This is Hulu. Like I didn't know like what road that was going down.
Yeah, it's a documentary about female comics. It's called Hysterical. It's on Hulu. And
Well, wait, what did you say about testicles?
So we were talking about how, because I'm a stand-up comedian. So we were talking about when men bring us on stage, how they always say something like really disgusting about us.
Oh.
They'll say like, something like, this next comedian is a lady. Like, oh my God. or they'll be like, this next broad, or they say about our appearance, or like, I had one time this guy alluded to like having slept with me.
What?
And I got on stage. I was like, I've literally never met that guy. So it's
That's
like, Yeah, it's the bad joke. So we were talking about how I was in the scene with Jessica Kirsten, who's another female comic, and we were talking about how if we spoke like that about bringing men to the stage, and we were like, you know, this next guy coming to the stage, he's got 2 testicles. That's what we were talking about.
I gotta see your stand-up because oh my God, you are so funny. Didn't I tell you that, John?
Yeah, she was like ripping and roaring about you. She was like, "That is the funniest motherfucker I've ever seen." Like,
that's so nice. Thank you so much.
I didn't know you were a comedian. I just thought you were funny.
Yeah, a lot of the comedy clubs here in New York City don't know I'm a comedian either. But you know,
how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it. This is 10 years.
Have you ever flopped?
Of course, you bomb all the time. I really like a good bomb. I think that a lot of comics take themselves too seriously, and they'll like get in their heads, and then like, you know, they'll bomb and they get off stage and they're really mad. And I just don't take myself so seriously.
So what do you do when you tell a joke and nobody laughs?
You laugh at yourself.
You just threaten the audience.
I mean, I will feel awkward. The room is quiet.
It happens. You have to have your, then you go to a joke that you know is going to hit.
So you keep
and then if that doesn't hit, then it's them.
Well, to make you famous now. You know, you just got to be a bomb to make you famous.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. Like, I'm famous for having a one-night stand and getting pregnant, and it worked.
Oh my God, that's so true. I forgot.
I gotta tell you, I was
Cody's birthday bonanza right now.
Deavan, if we're being honest, I was famous for that in high school, but just within my high school. So.
It's the way to be. No, I joke about it all the time.
You were famous for the same thing in your high school?
Yeah, it was just among my classmates though.
And your grade.
So funny.
I joke about it all the time because Topher Chris, I don't even know what to call him to the public anymore. You know, he's an actor. And actors that went to college, work so hard, and are trying all that, like auditioning all the time. And here I am, where it's like, oh yeah, I just got pregnant.
I mean, if he could get pregnant,
that was funny.
Need to get pregnant.
I'm just saying.
So, Deavan, when you guys are filming and you're outside, do people watch?
Like when we're filming the show?
Yeah, and you're outside. You have to do something outside. Like, are people watching, or do you guys stay back?
Yeah. So we filmed a lot in Las Vegas. So a lot of like people, you know, they're all drunk and excited, and they would just stand around and film. And people think I'm from Las Vegas. I don't know why, but we just ended up filming a lot in Vegas. And then in Korea, a lot of people would sit and watch, but they silently watch and have their phones out the entire time. And yeah, and production used to get really mad and try and like shoo people away, and then they would get mad at them shooing them away. But there was always a crowd of people constantly watching you. Like if you did interviews, there's always a crowd of people just watching because they're curious. They want to know what the heck you're filming, what you're doing. Obviously, the only times there wasn't a crowd is when we're in our own house. But at the same time, there's like, you don't know this, but there's 20 people crammed into that small apartment staring at you.
Well, do you forget that the cameras are there after a while?
No, you don't, because it's so highly produced. So
yeah, I mean that's what happens with porn too. Like you really, like you think that you forget that the cameras are there, but you don't. I heard.
No, I think the only time where I forgot, it wasn't necessarily forgetting cameras are there. It's the parts where you're trying to run away from the camera and they keep following you.
Okay,
and
Deavan,
those scenes are most authentic.
Deavan, real question, okay? What if you have to poop really bad? No, this is real.
Oh
this is real,
God.
right?
Like
you have to poop really bad. Everyone's
filming. Got 30 seconds.
And it's like, but everyone's in your house, and you're like, oh, come on! Can everyone like step out?
Yeah.
You just have to go, and you usually yell that you're going, so people turn off your mic unless they're gonna hear you go to the bathroom. It happens all the time. Yeah.
What if you're like in there for like a good 30 minutes? It's like you got some stuff going on. And, like,
Then you definitely make sure your mic's turned off.
So
No, I think the hardest part about going to the bathroom in Korea was they would purposely film in like old parts of Korea to just make it look rugged for some reason. Like
Yes, they always do that.
Go to is to just make every country look rugged. And it's like Korea is very westernized. When I first went to Korea, I felt like it was very much like America. It's very westernized at this point. It's very up to date. But they would take us to these like old towns that were like an hour and a half drive. And I had to go to the bathroom, and those are like the only cities that would have like the toilets in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Korea, like everyone's like, oh, aren't you worried about toilets in the ground? I wasn't, because everywhere I went, there was just normal toilets. That's how it was. But in those old cities, like, no, it was a toilet in the ground, and I would just hold it because it's just, I can't.
Yeah, that's a lot. But also, I think that just from watching the show, you always see like the B-roll footage before they show anything, and it's always like a stray dog eating like a dead rat, and you're like, what? Where is that?
So many like nice places that we went to.
Oh, Cody, it's all on you.
There's always like some kind of stray animal in the street, or like some kind of carcass.
Definitely.
Like, Deavan, why do they go to all the crummy parts? That's what Biniam said too. That they went to the bad parts of Ethiopia.
Yeah, because they want to show that everyone lives in squalor, and it's just not true.
Yeah.
Because they want to show that like there's so much culture shock, but like there's a lot of countries that are not.
Yeah, but they didn't ever show the bad parts of like Ukraine. What is that girl's name?
Which one?
The one that doesn't open her mouth when she talks.
Lana.
No, the other one.
No, Natalie. She has her jaw.
Oh,
she has her jaw wired, I heard.
I think it's true.
I don't know who that is. I haven't watched any of the seasons since.
You didn't miss anything, Deavan.
Yeah.
This was
You
the worst
definitely didn't
season.
miss
Yeah,
anything.
you're not missing anything.
I was
what, guys? Don't say that.
When my mom would like try and talk to me about like cast members, and then like I was really confused about like the K-word guy. I won't say his name because I didn't know who the fuck he was, and everyone's like, "Can you believe he's doing this? Can you believe he's team yada yada?" And I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Your mom's amazing. Your mom always looks like she just got off a tour bus. I love it.
I know. She always looks well put together. She always has her like makeup done. She gets dressed, and
she looks like a rock star. Your mother.
I know, she's so fun, and
we always comment about it. We always comment on the podcast. We're like, and Alicia just got off tour with Aerosmith, and she's fresh into Korea.
She's definitely like that. She really loves, like, a lot of people don't know this, she likes old school rap music and rock music, and a lot of people
we know she likes rock. Is she like into 80s rock?
Thank you, Samantha.
She's more into R&B.
Really? Okay. I didn't pin her for that.
I'm the 80
a lot of people don't. A lot of people
Is
don't.
Cody out?
What?
Cody,
I'm waving to everybody in the chat.
I forget that there's a chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I keep waving, because
you.
I'm reading the chats too. Everyone's like, he keeps like, why is he waving? Like, is he okay? No, I'm waving to everybody in the chats that keep writing.
Okay, well, you know what?
I'm not like,
So do you
hi, tag me in. I got a question. No,
Do you want to know what I did? Like right before this live started to get censored, because it's been like a long couple. Like lots of stuff happened the last 3 days. I am whipped. So I just had to unplug. So I I laid on the couch and I went on YouTube, and I saw that there was like this video for like the step-by-step theme song. And I was like, all right, let's give it a whirl. So I play it, and it's like, step by step, and I'm like, all right. Now there was like the 2-minute long intro. It wasn't like the last season intro. So then like I listened to it again a second time, and I was like, and then Cody was like, he's like, what do you keep putting on repeat? And the 80s theme songs were like 5 minutes long. It was like half the show.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they had the end theme song. So then I set my phone to my Bluetooth, and it had like the step-by-step going on the Bluetooth. And then I played each season in order, and looked at the differences in length and what they cut out. Then I put on Forgot About Dre.
What happened to you, John? What happened? What happened to you? You not have shit to do.
And then I went back to step by step, and then that was that.
Hey, everyone's got
John wrote
to
a thesis. He wrote a thesis about every.
And just
show I've never
I
watched.
got Trey, and then I went back to step by step.
Wow, John, you couldn't think of anything better to do?
My mind is fried from this week.
I want to tell you guys something. I've been so I got Discovery Plus, Avi, right? What are we going to do? I got to do the podcast and you get the show early. So Discovery Plus has this show called The Laundry Guy. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I still have not.
I am obsessed with it. So it's this guy that goes, I actually friended him on Instagram and messaged him. I was like, I'm addicted to your show. I don't know if you want to see like the stains I've got out of things, but I'm going to send you lots of pictures. And he was like,
Start
oh, great.
stalking him?
Yeah, I did it. So
Oh my God.
here's the thing.
Wait, he
This
gets
guy
stains out of stuff?
Literally, he gets stains out of things. So like he went to this one woman's house and she had like a quilt that was really old and it had some stains in it. And he was like, okay, listen, we're going to take this basin. We're going to put water in it and some laundry soap. We're going to submerge the quilt in it. We're going to spot treat the stains. And then we're going to hang it to dry.
Riveting.
And then he does it, and then like everyone cries. She's like, "This was part of my grandmother."
Wait. Okay.
Does he just use like Tide?
He just uses laundry soap.
Wait, let me make sure I'm not drunk right now. It's a whole show.
Oh, it's a whole show. It's a whole show.
Devoted to him.
People are crying. People are crying, Sharrell. People are crying tears. There's hugging. This one guy, right? He has this little Snoopy doll from when he was younger, right? So he's like, it's really dirty. The ear fell off. So he goes, I'm sorry, do you have a stand mixer? And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to put Snoopy in the stand mixer. This is terrible. And he takes the stand mixer. He puts some soap in it. He whips it up so that it's foamy. And then he puts the foam on Snoopy and wipes it off, sews his ear back on. And then he's like, you know what? I don't want you to see the rest of this process. I want to surprise you with him when he's done. And he looks the same. And he gives it to him. And he's like, you changed my life.
Can I ask you a question, Tracey, about the show?
Anything.
What's like the wildest thing that you've seen something needed a stain taken out of?
Nothing.
My sundress last week.
I'm still stuck on there. There's a show about
There's a whole show.
stains.
There's a show, and then he'll like have like a halftime because he's like, I guess they're trying to like market him as like a Martha Stewart, and he's like, and now I'm gonna make a drink.
Okay, what's the name of the show so I can make sure I never watch it?
It's a drink like a Jack and Coke.
He's like, and now I'm gonna, you know what he made? He made potato candy. Does anyone know what this is? I've never seen this before. So you take mashed potato and you mix it with powdered sugar until it makes a dough, and then you roll it out like pizza dough. You put peanut butter on it, and then you roll it up like a roulade and cut it in pieces. He's like, you're welcome. And I'm like,
that sounds so gross.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's happening.
What's the name of the show so I can make sure I never watch
The Laundry Guy.
The Laundry Guy.
What network is that on?
That's on Discovery Plus. It's a Discovery Plus original. And I'm like, but here's the thing. It just gets me mad. And listen, I love him and I'm really encouraged. Yada, yada, yada. I bought the soap flakes. Okay, I did it. But I just feel like, why don't I have a show? Why not me?
Sharrell, you were looking for a show to cover. I could be the one.
Why not any of us?
You were looking for new shows to cover, Sharrell.
No, I will not.
Oh my God, Sharrell, can you imagine if you do like a play-by-play? I know I heard that this woman's quilt wasn't really stained with
like color tonic.
And then he took out one individual sheet of Downy and put it in the dryer.
Yeah. It's like your dress is stained. Oh, you say it's a white wine stain. I'm seeing that it's something more organic.
You really watched this?
So I can't stop. I can't stop.
It's one of those things
What is so satisfying, Tracey?
Because I want to see what happens.
If the stain comes out.
Oh, do they leave stain cliffhangers? Like, is there stain cliffhangers?
Yes, because he'll be like getting the stain out, right? And then he's like, I'm sorry.
Wait, John, what did you say?
It's a chain cliffhanger. Like, wait till next week to see if this
No, thank God they wrap everything up in one show. I would not be. That's like on TikTok when they're like, go to part 2.
I think you'd be waiting with bated breath, to be honest with you, if they left the same cliffhanger.
Deavan, I'm obsessed with TikTok.
You're like, oh my God, does Pete get this ketchup out of his corduroys? I need to know. Like, I need to know.
Right, but I do need to know because I'm watching every fucking day.
Well, Tracey, do you watch Dr. Pimple Popper? Since you have
I
time
only
to
watch just when I scroll through on TikTok. See, the thing is, like, I went to college and all, but I've learned so much on TikTok, like so much more than I.
Yes, TikTok.
Deavan, I am obsessed. I am obsessed with TikTok. Okay, I've learned how to laundry strip. Right, so like you soak your clothes that you think are clean, and nope, they're not, because everything turns brown in this laundry stripping solution. It's terrifying. I've learned. I'm trying to think what else, like makeup techniques.
on TikTok.
All my TikTok is coin trading right now.
No,
I totally
Deavan,
ruined it, and it's all cryptocurrencies.
No,
and
you need to be happy. Do you know how many wild animals I watch get rehabilitated? I don't know. I didn't know that many wild animals did drugs, but
that's a lot of wild animals.
Trey, you gotta look up George the monkey on TikTok. He's
I know him. Hello.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
I
watch this woman. She has a farm in like, I don't know, Michigan, Minnesota. I don't really know because all those states kind of just blend into me. And Missouri. I think it's Missouri. Sorry for anyone that lives in any of the M states. But she has a farm and she has like goats and she has pigs and she has chickens. And she just says hello to them in the morning and feeds them. I know every single animal's name. I cannot go to sleep until I watch that.
John, you have to help your friend. This is getting bad.
Her name is Mama Farmer.
This is getting bad.
George the
Monkey is very cute. But here's the thing. So one of my listeners from my podcast, she works for wildlife, and she's actually like written a book about all this stuff. And it's we shouldn't support these these exotic pets because it's very, very bad. It's very bad. They don't, a lot of people.
I do animal rescue. I agree. I do.
It's very
wrong, but he's so darn cute. I can't help it. He's cute.
I know. I like Tiptoe the tortoise. Do you guys know Tiptoe? Oh my God.
No.
Come on, guys. This is a tough crowd. Tofu the pig. Yeah.
Okay, I went on TikTok, like I tried it.
And Wonder Pig.
And then I ran because I was like,
John, do you know about the feta pasta? No, not I know Esther. I've done a podcast with Esther. I used to have a podcast about dogs. It was called Funny for Fido, and Esther the Wonder Pig was a guest on it.
I love pigs.
You love pigs.
I rescued a pig a few years ago.
Oh
my God! I love that.
Was she in a bad relationship?
Her owner was some scumbag that went to jail, and he left her in his trailer.
He was
gaslighting her. In this little town.
Oh,
he
abandoned the pig. Emotional too. Like
it was just a little. It was a little itty bitty pig. Her name was Iggy Piggy. She was like 20 pounds, this tiny little pig. She was locked in the trailer while he was in jail, and she was alone for weeks, and she was starved. So I broke into the trailer, and I rescued the pig, and I found it. I brought it home, and my husband was trying to call it bacon, and I was like, yeah, no.
That's not nice.
No.
I found
Pigs
Iggy
are so
Piggy at
great.
home.
I knew a pig that lived in a trailer.
I'm seriously obsessed with pigs. I had basically an emotional
support. A lot of pig talk.
They're so cute.
Girl's the only one that's listening to me.
Tracy is the best.
I know a pig that lived in a trailer. She was in South Carolina, but I don't really talk to her anymore.
I kept my pig in my house. I did. Like my pig stayed in my house the entire time.
Kidding. She's nice.
Deavan, you had a pig?
Yeah, I had a pig when I was 16. It was like an emotional support.
Who has? I think we're dealing with you ask them.
His name was Henry, and he was really little. He was a pot belly.
They've been saying.
Are you allowed to have pigs, Deavan? I mean,
yeah, you can have them. They're great. I kept him inside, and pigs are very emotional creatures. They're very newborn babies, right? And he was very
I'm not good with
attached
those either.
to
Yeah.
his own blanket, and he had his own blanket he had to sleep with every night, and he had a stuffed Homer doll like the Simpsons, and he could not be anywhere without his little Homer doll. And if I would leave the room, he would cry like a real baby, and you just have to constantly take care of them like a real child. And at 16, I was working a lot. That's when I had graduated high school and was, trying to be an adult at a young age. Dumb of me. But there was a woman who I knew who couldn't have children, and we ended up giving the pig to her because she had bought a pig, but this pig was farm raised, so it wouldn't come into her house. But my pig was strictly raised in a house, loved the motherly, caring thing, and she couldn't have babies. And a pig, I'm telling you, they act just like children, so we ended up giving it to her.
John, why are you laughing?
I gotta tell you, I would give my actual child to her. Like, I get it. If anything, yeah.
No, I am so obsessed with pigs. I almost bought one, but Chris wouldn't let me.
No, it's very bad. It's very, very, very bad. Can't do it.
It is
Don't do
bad,
it.
and people do to keep them small like that. They starve them. They don't feed them properly. Pigs are not meant to be tiny like that. The ones that are so tiny, it's because people aren't feeding them enough.
Yeah, and they're also breeded that way. It's like the saddest thing. Well, it's the same thing in Korea. There's a lot of shops you can go to where it's just teacup puppies. And
very bad, very bad.
Puppies just to be teacup sized, and they sell them for like $5,000.
What? Why?
Black Meg asked
pigs, they kind of zoned out after like minute 18.
I was reading the comments
of the big conversation.
John, Black Meg asked, she doesn't like the hag. I'm offended.
Why are they called hags,
Meg.
John?
Like I said on your channel the other night, like, have they looked in the mirror? Like,
I thought you gave them the name. You didn't?
No, that was me.
No. I thought it was like a legit name. I'm like, Billy, why are you calling yourself a hag?
Well, can we just take the time?
Being cold, I don't.
I'm actually going to be breaking out a comedy CD called John and His Hags.
Ooh, am I in this?
You never know.
I cannot believe John.
Let's go on tour. John and the Hags.
The people calling us hags are like older and not so attractive.
So wait, it's meant to be an insult?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like that's the nicest thing I've been called in a very long time. I'm welcoming it.
I thought it was a term of endearment that John called you guys.
Yeah, that's how wonderful I am. Cheers, Hags. There you go.
Here's my hag.
Well, pour some out for Meg. She was here for a short time, not for a good time. Rest in peace, Meg.
Oh, I swear, something's really wrong with me, Tracey. I thought it was a term of endearment. Like, hey, these are my hags.
Yeah, a lot of people call me similar things. It's not really, but yeah, and they're like, but it's a nice, it's a term of endearment. And I'm
like, hey, fuckface.
Right.
It's very endearing.
I mean,
it's an honor to be a hag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to embrace it now. I mean, hey. To the hags, John. To the hags.
Yeah, John doesn't call me a hag. He calls me a nasty bitch.
I've been called worse.
Right.
That's it.
Oh my God. I mean, oh God. This is so.
Well, don't you know what HAG stands for, Sharrell?
Oh. No, it stands for something?
Is it an acronym?
Deavan, are you like reading out like Encyclopedia Britannica tonight? You're like, I'm like all the facts.
Everything that you say to Deavan, she now will break it down. Go ahead.
What does it stand for? Hot ass group. Sister. I don't know.
She's okay,
I thought she was serious.
I thought you were gonna say like hot ass granny or something.
Oh yeah, hot ass grannies.
No, I don't know anymore. I'm so brain dead like John after this week. Well, yeah. I'm brain dead after the past like year.
Ooh, John.
Yes.
I have to tell you a secret. No one's listening, right?
No, not at all.
Nope. Not at all.
I totally forgot. I have a new podcast coming out on Monday. A brand new podcast.
What's it about?
Catfish Trash Talk. Absolutely. Thank you so much, John. I'm so glad you brought it up. My new podcast is called Catfish Trash Talk. You might know me from 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk. And now me and my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog, are going down a journey, and we are going to be recapping Catfish from MTV on Catfish Trash Talk. It's available right now in the iTunes store and on your platforms to subscribe to. And the first episode comes out on Monday. We're going.
How easy is it to subscribe?
It's so easy to subscribe, give a 5-star rating, an amazing review. And, also, if you're listening to this, you probably watch this show. It's called 90 Day Fiance. And you could subscribe to my podcast, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, where we don't really say anything bad about any of the cast members, Deavan.
Or Anna.
No one. We're fairly.
Do you think Catfish is staged?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So here's the thing with Catfish, right? So obviously I have, like Deavan, she knows a lot about pigs. I know a lot about Catfish, and I read all of these things. So, we watch Catfish and we're always like, what if this person doesn't show up? Like, there's no show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times the Catfish is the one who contacts MTV and they agree to meet them, but then they just kind of like stage and they like pretend that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they work backwards a lot of times.
I'm so done watching TV. Is everything staged?
Everything.
Cheryl, everything is fake. Everything's staged.
Everything's
like,
fake.
I cannot watch
Everything's
reality TV anymore.
Except for the laundry guy.
Wow, I still got shot.
Except for the laundry. Okay, honestly, thank you. The laundry guy is the only honest person on reality TV these days.
No, what bothered me about Catfish is like, why is like Niaf or Niaf? No, what's his name? Max. Max.
Are you having a stroke?
Why do you have to be taking pictures like when you're right in front of me and when you have a crew around you? Like, why do you need the close-ups all the time? Like, that always
it's supposed to be. So Neve is, he started off being like this. He made like this independent film when his brother made the film. Do you know the backstory of Catfish?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically Neve met some woman online, right? And they were talking for quite a while. And his brother, who was a filmmaker, his name is Ariel, and he was like, hey, why don't we document this and we'll go to meet her? And it turned out it was this woman, this older woman who was pretending to be her daughter, her own daughter, and was sending like pictures. She was a hag. She was a real hag.
Did she really have a daughter, or was pretending?
She really had a daughter, but then like it was like a crazy story. It's a movie.
Was it her daughter she posed as?
It was her daughter that she posed as, yeah. But she never really talked to her daughter.
They didn't have a relationship. So long story short, Neve got a TV show off of his brother.
Yes, exactly.
And ditched his brother. So.
Right. Well, no, he didn't. I don't think his brother. Maybe his brother's like a executive producer or something. But he joined up with Max, who was another filmmaker. So that's why like they always had to like show Max hold the camera, and it's like we get it. He's a filmmaker, but now his partner is Cammie, who was she was Miss Teen USA in 2010. She's gorgeous and she's so much fun. I love her.
Well, listen, I have to admit this. I'm watching Catfish and I'm thinking, I hope that person's home. I had no idea it was staged. Right? I know. I'm never watching reality TV again.
It hurt my feelings when I found out.
I know. I'm so shocked.
When you told me about War of the Roses, that killed me. I'm like, no.
What happened with War of the Roses?
It's nothing.
It's a scripted movie.
I don't know. I don't know if I just blew up the spot or not. Like, you're like, I think you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like the look, like, and I was like, oh.
We'll talk later, Sharrell.
Okay. Well, is Dr. Phil scripted? No, I'm just kidding. Everything's scripted, isn't it?
Don't talk about Dr. Phil like that.
I love him. I mean,
he has so many careers.
It's either scripted or heavily produced.
Listen, that girl, Cash Me Outside, Bad Bobby, she is making tons of money on OnlyFans. She made like what, $1 million in like a minute.
What?
Yes. Hello. Yeah. Wake up, you sheeple. OnlyFans.
I know. In a minute, Tracey. In a minute.
I'm so confused. Wait. So
what did Dr. Phil's wife do on OnlyFans for all that money?
Bad Bobby. No, it's not Dr. Phil's wife.
What is
okay, wait, hold
on. Tracy, what was the original? Go ahead.
Okay, so she was on She was on. Do you remember? If you remember, she was like an out of control teen. She was on Dr. Phil.
She's the one
and
that said, "Catch me outside."
Oh,
yes, and she
so
said
you
to
met
him,
my sister.
"Catch me outside." How about that? She threatened to fight Dr. Phil.
So it's not Joy Behar.
It wasn't Joy. She made
Okay.
$1 million in her first 6 hours on OnlyFans. That's beautiful, and she's a rapper now.
Did she take off her clothes?
Okay, so apparently the fans were very disappointed with the content because she implied that she was going to take her clothes off. But you know what, guys? That's what happens. You subscribe to OnlyFans, and that's at your risk. That's your problem.
Deavan has an OnlyFans.
I have an OnlyFans. Hey, everyone.
Fuck yeah.
If you wanna,
He's a
go
resident
buy my
OnlyFans
OnlyFans.
ambassador.
Deavan,
to
do you take
OnlyFans
your
right
clothes
now.
off?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I just do. Originally, I made it because I had old boudoir photo shoots of like
Mhm.
lingerie, and I used to post them on my Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna post them on OnlyFans. And so I started doing
Yes.
that. And then I ran out of boudoir photo shoots because I stopped modeling when I was 21. And I was like, well, shit. And so I just would take boudoir photo shoots in my own house and sell them in messages. And it gets to be too much, to be honest,
Do you
because
still do it?
I quit. I was going to quit this month.
No, you can't quit OnlyFans. Come on, feed pictures, Devin. Feed pictures.
Well, we're going to be
Let's
doing
go.
an exclusive
That
video.
was the thing.
Me
I
and
was
Deavan.
going to quit
Yeah.
because it's just like
from the
sometimes
show.
it's too much. Where like, because I don't take off my clothes that they want me to, and I'm like,
That's
I
but that's-
told you guys I don't do that, and I
all
was
it
going
is
to
a paywall. I mean, I know that it's implied that people are doing porn on it, and a lot of people are, but like a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, exactly. And I was
So-
just getting kind of fed up with like the messages I was getting on there from certain people. And like my photos were being leaked on Reddit by certain groups. So I wasn't making
said the
money
R
off
word.
it anymore.
That's
It just
unacceptable.
wasn't profitable
Right.
anymore.
Yeah, it's
And
more of a
I
headache.
Devin, do you know
Like
who
almost all my
Courtney is?
subs.
Did you make
But-
some money off of it at least? Was it good while it lasted?
Oh, fuck yeah. I made a lot.
Yeah,
of
so there you go.
But
John, you have
Deavan.
OnlyFans, right?
I had it for like 2 months,
Yeah.
and most of the people were like,
Yeah, but why did you have so many
I would
pictures of
love
your
to pay for
nipples?
this, but my husband would kill me if they saw I had a porn account on my credit card.
That's
Yeah,
really
pretty
funny.
much.
That
Yeah.
that happened about 9.5 times.
We don't do porn.
Yeah, because it wasn't really porn. I saw your OnlyFans, and it was basically like Cody breastfeeding off of you, right?
I'd say it was very tasteful.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
We just showed nipple.
Right, it was so much, but
Yeah.
John, it really was a lot of nipple.
Um,
And some of those
because
nipples-
I
it's like-
felt like I'm not really on TV, so I had to offer more.
Right,
So
right,
just
I
some
understand.
tasteful nipples.
no,
Yeah.
But some of them, like some of
I
those
was
pictures,
paid well for that though. I was
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
the nipple committee.
But
Like my nipples
where-
are tiny.
Yeah,
Okay,
we had
but
to swap out. So
one question:
but it's
where did
okay,
you
I'll
get?
pay that.
Where did you get the onesie to fit Cody?
You don't have one?
No, but I mean, I liked it. I thought it was cute on
The
you.
pink bunny onesie?
Yeah, it was really cute. I honestly like some of the pictures when I like squinted my eyes, I thought it was a mother and child.
Oh,
Well, thank God you didn't, right?
Yeah.
what would you call us? Like saintly?
Yeah, it was like the Mother Mary just
like
nursing
Madonna
baby
and
Jesus.
baby Jesus?
No, wait, Cody, do you
You know-
really have a onesie?
Well, thanks for the
John
compliment.
does.
Oh my god. Oh my
No,
god.
but for real, on a side note, I didn't quit OnlyFans. So y'all who aren't
Do
subs,
it.
go
Hey,
sub.
Deavan, let's give me like some like group action. Like me, you, and Cody can just like have at it. Like, yeah, how much
Right.
can we
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Devin. Yeah,
I just, I like
Courtney, who was
the-
on the show. She was talking
Mhm.
about in her stories a lot recently. She does feet pictures, and she's making a lot of money.
Yeah, it's
doing
great.
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
Deavan.
crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, I made a lot of money off of it. And I'm not gonna lie. And I love that. But like what I'm doing instead now, because what I used to do was I would sell photo sets and messages for like 20-40 bucks a pop. And I'm like, that's a total rip off. And so I stopped doing that and just made my subscription price 25 instead of 10 that it was. Because that way people are actually spending a lot less. Because I had some people spending $300, $500 a month. And I honestly felt like I was ripping them off. But the weird thing is like I changed the subscription price to like $25 and like everyone fell off. And I'm like, okay, trying to save you guys money, but all right.
Yeah, but people don't like to, they like to spend money at their own, I guess their own, choice. But why don't you just sell your panties?
Yeah.
Listen.
No.
It worked on Orange is the New Black. I mean,
right?
No, listen. I watch TikTok, guys. I know a lot of side hustles.
No, there's girls who do
think
that.
we're
Make a
gonna
lot of
grade
money.
it. We
I
all
know some
love
of them.
Are the panties clean, Deavan?
No.
No, I would never do that.
You
My
know.
thing is just like those kind of
James
things
said
are
the
for my
laundry
man.
had to take
Well, I feel like Sharrell, I feel like we told you something that you weren't really ready to hear.
I never heard you guys were scared the hell out of me. Like, what?
I'm gonna start selling my socks that have holes in them because, like,
Why
I don't
not?
No, Tracey, I'm really serious. Why would someone sell dirty undies?
okay,
Like,
well, I'm gonna teach you
Guys
something.
pay a lot of money.
You guys might
Wow.
want
listen.
you guys might want to earmuff it. Okay, so here's the thing.
Welcome to
Sharrell.
my birthday.
Okay, when a man loves a woman very much, okay, he likes to smell her inside.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We are done. Oh my God.
I want to hear more. I don't know.
I know. Like, I'm not-
That is so gross.
But this is another video for another
It's like
day.
a very good scene. Like, I was like, huh? Like,
Should I grab
what
my
is that
bag of
like?
popcorn?
That's going to be on your OnlyFans. It's going to be me explaining why people sell panties.
Oh wait, the Action Yates news team in with some facts.
What happened?
I was just told that in Japan they have used panty
Sushi.
vending
Oh.
machines.
Yes, they do.
Okay, stop.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're gonna make me
Sharrell,
throw
This
up.
panel is
Sharrell.
for entertainment and education, and I try to
Good
make sure.
Sharrell, I need you to focus. They jerk it. They jerk it.
Okay,
They
Tracey,
do.
that's enough. That is enough.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, listen, that's an easy side job.
Thank you,
Anybody
Christine Marie.
that's higher.
Everyone's got dirty panties.
But like,
Oh.
And you think about all the money you save on laundry.
Oh my God. That's so gross.
Always wearing a new pair. Always wearing a new pair.
Well, Tracey,
are
are
you
you
wearing
wearing pants?
though? Like maybe if
Well,
that's your business, you might not want to wash them.
Don't they do like 1 or 2 days?
It depends on what the guy requests. A lot of the
Wow,
guys
we're really
Oh
like
my
we thought into
God.
it.
I'm
It's not like,
sorry.
I'm sure there's a menu somewhere.
I'm like,
I don't
should
know, I don't
just
do
fill
it.
out the LLC
Well,
paperwork.
clearly
Let's
there's
get
a
something
vending
going here.
machine.
I try to sell my dirty panties, but Kohl's was like, please leave the store. You can't
Mine
return
were sent
these.
back, so
Not even with like Kohl's cash.
Yeah, I was like, please, guys.
Now, Tracey, are you going to try OnlyFans?
Okay, I got to tell you, I would love to try OnlyFans. I don't think anyone would subscribe to mine. I don't have like a ton of time. I'm doing like all these podcasts. I don't know if you heard. It's 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk. So I am a little
Aren't you
bit.
on a Hulu shoot? A Hulu show?
It's not really a big deal. I was, featured in a, feature-length documentary on Hulu called, Hysterical, about female comics. I made some appearances on Teen Mom on MTV. It's not like a big deal, but it is kind of cramping my style. And also I have one alive parent.
You have what?
I have an alive parent. I have one of my parents are still alive. So it's like a little bit, hard to do that. But
Now, Tracey, do you do Teen Mom OG and Teen Mom 2 and all of
I
that?
do it all, baby.
You do? Do they
it
still
all.
have Young and Pregnant?
So they still have Young and Pregnant. Rachel is my favorite person on this entire franchise. Rachel is pretty new. She's only been on for 1 season, I think.
One semester.
One semester of Teen Mom. Rachel Beaver. She is the light of my life.
Beaver.
Her and her sister are very young.
Like
They
Beaver,
both
this
have.
girl's gonna be like cool, like a good time. Is she a good
They're-
time?
She is the best time. Can I just tell you what she said? So one of the scenes in Teen
That's a
Mom,
Beaver last name.
it's going to be her 17th birthday. And her mom's like, I'm going to buy you a cake and have some of your friends at the park. And she goes, I just want cash because I want to get drunk and fuck. And I'm like,
Oh.
yes, yes.
That's
I
why-
love
Is
you.
the show still on? Because
The show's
I
still
see
on.
Ashley Siren is on.
So Ashley's a great addition to Teen Mom 2. I'm really excited that Ashley's on. I'm very close with Ashley's mom, Pastor T. She's fantastic, and we have a very good time. We have too much fun together. That's what happens when she comes to New York City. But Ashley's on, her fiance Bar, her daughter Holly, and her whole family brings tons of drama.
Did Jen really name
Hold on,
Bar?
Okay, so Jen really named Bar. Her name is Shenandoah, right? And then his name is Bariki. That's his full name. His name is Bariki, Bariki, I think. Yes, that is his real government name.
Oh, that's so sad. Someone named their kid Bariki.
Well, I mean, listen, her name's Shenandoah. You know what I mean? It's just different,
Listen, the last time I watched that show, Bar had put tattoos on his face.
Yes, he did. But it was in good spirits because it was for a friend of his. It was just like, just a little bit of a memorial for his friend.
On his face. Tracy.
Yeah, I mean, how good of a friend is that? I gotta tell you, if I died or was in jail, I don't think anyone's memorializing.
You're not getting that over here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, some people have better friends than others.
So is Shenandoah still on the show?
Shen's gonna be on the show. I'm really
is Shenandoah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not lying. I would never lie about it.
Like gone for Wendy or something like that.
I'm so
Tara.
John, don't question my team.
No, Shenandoah is the name of Wayne Newton's house. Yes.
It's also a place because I remember that I was passing something and there was like an exit for Shen, and I was like, oh, I've been here.
Or a cream cheese. I feel like it's in some type of spread.
Oh my God! Wait,
a county in Virginia. It's a county, Shenandoah County.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes, because I passed it in Virginia. Also, Sarah in the chat goes, "Sorry, I was late. Can someone tell me who this Tracey is? I never heard of her."
Whoa, Sarah.
Well, first I'm a hag. Now I'm an unknown.
You're unknown hag. You're both.
I know. This is too much for me.
But
and then someone else says, "What's the topic about?" No one knows.
Let me stop you. Is there someone really in the chat that doesn't know who you are? Because I think you might have to remedy that.
Well, I'm so glad that you asked, Sarah. Sarah, my name is Tracey Carnazzo, and I'm a stand-up comedian in New York City. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stereo at Trixie Tuzini. I do a podcast called 90 Day Fiance, Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and a brand new podcast coming out this Monday called Catfish Trash Talk. If you want to catch any of my stand-up shows that are live here in New York City, you can go to TraceyCarnazzo.com. And if you guys want any extra bonus content, I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be OnlyFans quality, but I have an entire other podcast called BS Not Teen Mom Related. I have another podcast called Unexpected Trash Talk, 16 and Pregnant Trash Talk. And all of that is available on patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Aren't you also on aren't you also on Hulu?
I've been on Hulu. I've been featured on Vice. There's a documentary about me that was featured on Vice. It's about my OCD. It's not the greatest.
Tracy, do me a favor.
You on Cab.
Oh, I was also
Tracy, weren't you on Cash Cab with
I was on Cash Cab with my
Noelle.
So it was me, Margaret Josephs, and Noelle.
You were on with Margaret?
Yeah, me and Margaret.
Did you guys win any money?
We sure did.
Did you go all the way?
Good.
We went all the way.
How much did you win?
We won. This is I don't want people robbing me. But we won $600
between the three of you.
Well, Margaret, I offered her cash. She denied it. She she said something about I'm poor and I should keep it. But
okay, answer this question very carefully, okay?
Okay.
How did that happen? How did you get on this?
Is that stage 2?
Sorry.
So it was a really fun time. It was a really fun time, and I'm just so blessed.
Oh, it's staged. Oh.
It was just a really I did have a great time. Ben is he's a great stand-up comedy that he's a comedian as well that I work with, so that's a fun thing.
One more favor, Tracy. Tell me your best joke.
Oh, I don't really have a lot of jokes.
Oh God.
The thing is, my jokes.
First, start off and tell us where you're from and how we can find you.
And are you performing?
I hate you, Cody.
Are you performing in Atlantic City anytime soon, or Philadelphia, perhaps? Boston?
Right now, I only have some local shows. You know, comedy just opened here in New York City, April 2nd. You know, I perform at a lot of clubs here around New York City, and you can find all those shows. Are you from New York City? I'm from Queens, New York, born and raised. You know, it's just, you know, it's a very diverse area that I live in.
Your name again?
My name is Tracey Carnazzo. You can find me at Trixie Tuzini. That's TRIXIETUZZINI. You know, I'm just, if you search my name for podcasting, I am.
You respell that.
Cody, I know it's your birthday, but. Oh my God, someone just said, is Tracey a comedian? What is it?
Oh my God, we have a question.
Tracey, were you the class clown when you were a kid? Like, have you always?
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was in trouble all the time. What I used to do was like, I'm the kind of person that like I never do anything that I don't want to do, and it's a terrible part of my personality. And you know, standardized testing, right? When you're in grade school, and I found out that they don't count for your grades because it's, you know, just for like the state. And I refused to take them, and they put me in the hallway with my own desk, and they were like, you're not going to sit in the class. And I was like, that's fine. I'm unaffected by this. Like I always stood up for myself.
Did you ever meet comedy legend Judy Tenuta?
Excuse me?
John! Stop. Okay.
Who are you trolling now, John? Who are you trolling?
Well, I want to say something real quick because I have to go because it's my kiddo's bedtime. But I want to say one thing, and I want to say obviously happy birthday, and just I love you guys.
Deavan, so anything like more about pigs you want to tell us before you go?
Just that I love them and I want to meet them. But no, I just really wanted to say, I've been thinking about what to say all day, and I just wanted to say, like, I love you two so much. Like,
we
Cody,
love you too, Deavan.
You are just like me. The way you're always in like the background screaming and stuff, like that's me. That's me. And John's like Chris.
That's such a weird compliment.
I know. No, I say this all the time when I watch you guys live every single night, and I always just turn to Chris, and I'm just like, Cody's me. And
how about that for an ego boost? Thank you. Happy birthday.
But you guys have helped me so much the past 2 years. I've known John right before I even moved to Korea, and the way you guys would just like, you know, FaceTime me or like call me when I was like crying in the middle of the night in Korea and just like helping me through.
You did that.
Yeah. You helped too, Cody. You helped too, Cody. You're always
until the end of time.
Trust me, I went through all of it, even off the phone. We were always.
Yeah, and it just means so much. And I think you two as my best friends. And I always say that to Chris. And I think you two are the most amazing people, and I'm very blessed to have you guys walk into my life when I was
Deavan,
in
you're
Korea.
You know, exactly the same way about you, like 100%. You know that. For sure.
And I love you guys, and you guys truly, you guys were there when all the bad stuff was happening in Korea, and people will find out soon enough that you guys know more than what the public knows. And I appreciate you guys just protecting me and guarding me when it comes to my privacy and secrets and just keeping me safe. And it just shows how true you guys are. And other bloggers probably would have just sold that stuff right away. And you guys are actual genuine humans who would never do something like that. And I just appreciate you guys answering my phone calls in Korea when I was crying or didn't know how to get home or didn't know
Deavan, we're your friend. You're welcome. Thank you.
That's so sweet.
That is.
And I just want to say happy birthday, and I love you so
You're
much.
amazing, and I appreciate it, and we appreciate you so much, and we always got you, no matter what. And
I will always be here for you guys, and I just love you. And you guys are seriously like, you're like my two older brothers that I know. Will always make
No, I'll be like the older brother.
I know we're all the same age.
What's the other option? It's like either older brother or dad. Like,
John, you are like my dad.
Older brother,
What
not the
am I,
dad.
like an uncle now?
Well, we're old enough to be Devan's mom.
Oh, you could be like Uncle Cody.
I think I'm old enough to be Devan's mom.
I was born in '96. Towards
Yeah,
the
I
end of
graduated high school in '97, so I'll take older
could've
brother any day of the week. So that's
I could technically be your
Well,
mother.
no, I do. I think of you guys as my protectors, and I every day I tell Chris all the time, or Topher, whatever the public knows his name as. I tell him every night like how thankful I am for you guys, and that you guys help me. Basically, are the reason that I'm back in America and safe, and I appreciate you guys so much. And I want you to have the biggest happy birthday. And I have to go because I got to get the
all right,
kiddos.
sweetheart. Have a good night.
Bye,
Thank you for
Deavan.
hopping on.
Hi, Deavan.
Deavan, it was fun. We got your back. You have a lot of support.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Yeah, thank you to
Thanks,
all
Mom.
of you guys, Sharrell, all of you. You
Had
guys
fun
have
with
been
you.
so amazing. Cheryl's even been there for me and heard me cry a few times.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Well, Deavan, I love crying, so
I love crying a little
I
too,
am so good at crying. So hit me up.
right? But you guys are amazing and keep kicking butt. And I will probably still watch the live while I'm getting the kiddos down.
All right, guys, we are. I love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. Bye, Deavan.
Bye-bye.
Bye, babe.
Oh, that was so sweet and
Can we
touching.
revisit like an old subject?
That was
Because
really
like,
sweet.
oh, I thought Deavan was. I thought it was like another Angela moment where she was like trapped in like
No,
some
she's
type of like purgatory.
He's in the green room at the strip club too.
She's so
Um,
sweet.
I'm like, I did have half a scream before. Damn it.
Oh my God, the purgatory thing made me. Made me
I know,
sick.
you know, a lot of people are asking me questions in this chat, and I don't want to make Cody's birthday all about me. So if you guys want to hit me
Is
up
there
on social
somebody who doesn't know who
media,
you are?
I
No,
don't know.
they
who
just-
did it.
who the, I don't even know who I am.
What's this?
Thank you.
Sometimes
Oh
I
my
don't know who I am. But yeah, guys, hit me up on social media. I'll answer all your questions.
I'll post a link to your page and we can post all your podcasts and all
Ooh,
that
thank
on there.
you.
Oh
You're
yeah,
adorable,
put,
thank you.
and I'll highlight it just so if there's any future questions, like, and if they need elaboration, feel free to ask. Like, you know, what's this mean? And then like I'm sure we can get like an explanation, and it'd be great.
Oh my God. Oh my
Do you ever
God.
watch yourself like? Okay, so we have a smart TV, but it never dawned on me to ever watch like YouTube on.
I
my
like doing
TV.
that.
And I think
You
I'd
never watched it on TV?
I don't think I could handle myself like on that. No.
What?
Like,
Yes.
do people really watch like YouTube?
I
on
do
their
it all the
TV?
time.
I love it. I watch it like it's a show. Yeah, I like.
Oh,
Like, I'll
Oh,
like
God, that's
find a
scary.
show to
Wait,
watch
that
on
could be
YouTube.
on there.
We could watch our channel on there, like whatever.
Oh, good
Yeah.
Lord. Sorry for y'all. If y'all.
And you wonder, like, when we saw like electronic menus at the restaurant, we were like what? Like, I was.
like, should we
Do I
place,
throw
like,
it at it? Like, what do I do?
I'm like, should we place an Uber order? while
That's
we're
because
sitting
you guys
there?
are old enough to
Or
be
we just Uber
Devin's dads.
and just
Like,
be
yo,
You
if
can put on your
people are
favorite
watching-
YouTube
oh,
channel
I like
and
it.
you just let it watch the playlist. And you
Hold
just
on,
watch it
watch.
all
I gotta
day.
find my new spot for if people are watching this on big screen TV. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy.
I like
Cody,
watching.
Catherine,
The only two
wishing you
people I
happy
watch.
birthday.
A lot of people are saying happy birthday. Catherine said happy birthday.
Catherine.
What were you saying, Tracy? You don't watch YouTube?
Oh, I only watch Sharrell's World and John Yates. That's it.
Oh my God.
I keep it on loop. I like to know every single thing that's going on.
Have you ever done YouTube?
No, I don't really do YouTube, but I'm going to start doing YouTube. I'm going to start putting my
Wait,
podcast
is there a
on
portal
YouTube.
media you have not hit?
Is there what?
I'm sorry, this is my new spot because people watch this on big screen.
I like it.
Trolling guys.
You're on the John. You're on the bridge. Those ropes don't seem very
What's your
strong. You
name?
need to be careful.
What?
John, you look like you're on the bridge. Why are you back there?
Cody,
What?
who is that girl like right beneath me?
Oh God.
I
Oh
don't
my
even know. I know she's
Somebody
from like
posted
some-
Familiar, like,
Yeah.
is it a podcast I might have heard her on? I'm not
something
sure.
like that.
I've been
Stop.
on a
Don't take the
podcast.
bait, Tracy. Now he's doing it on purpose. Don't take the bait, Tracy. I'm on to him now.
Oh my god, that's so
Don't do
funny.
Like I could have sworn like
I don't
maybe like
know.
on a Hulu's like limited special.
She's like a Tracy
Like-
something. I'm not
Right?
sure.
It's not John. It's not limited. Okay, it's a real special. It's a,
Oh, okay.
it's a feature-length documentary. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. Documentary.
Did you get
Alright.
paid for it, Tracy?
No, this was a collaboration of female comics. We were telling our story. Yeah.
Like how you became a comic?
Yeah, you know, so a lot of I didn't get a very big part in it, but a lot of the comics that were in it, you know, Judy Gold was in it, Lisa Lampanelli.
Oh my God, that's the fat chick that lost a lot of weight, right?
Yes, yeah, she actually quit comedy.
What? Why?
She doesn't do comedy anymore.
Was it the weight loss? Because like
it
they
didn't
say,
make her happy. Man, it didn't make her happy anymore.
Wait a minute, Lisa Lampanelli quit?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, she she used to do a lot of roast battles. She or a lot of roast like the deises, but yeah, no, it doesn't make her happy anymore.
Or like honey ham roast.
Yes,
Yeah.
She did a lot of ham roast too.
My favorite female comic is dead. That's Joan Rivers. She was just
I love Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
Something that you actually don't know because you're not like inside of the comedy circle. She's still alive.
Oh no! I wish she was. Now Melissa's not funny.
No, listen, I just saw Joan Rivers over at Cat's Deli like 3 weeks ago, like eating
Yeah, she's
I love her. She was amazing.
I love her.
She was amazing. She was definitely amazing.
Who's your favorite female comic besides yourself?
So I have a lot of female comics that are very funny, that are very close friends with me. It's John. I don't know who you're trolling.
You're like an accordion. I don't know if you're
trolling so much. So I have some friends that are very, very funny. Jessica Kirsten is hilarious. Adrienne Appalucci, you guys got to check her out. She is on the Netflix Degenerates. She's a very good friend of mine. Sarah Tolama, she's been on The Tonight Show. She's hilarious. She did Stephen Colbert. She's been on James Gordon. It's like, she's amazing. All of these women are so funny. You need to check them out.
Just realized I don't have a favorite female comic.
It's me. Hello.
Oh, I forgot. I'm talking to my favorite.
You know mine.
Think about it, John. Who's your favorite female comic?
Judy Tenuta.
Oh God.
I hate you.
No, someone just said Sarah Silverman. Did she quit?
Sarah Silverman's still doing it. Me and Sarah don't get along too well, but you know.
Why that?
Yeah.
You know, I used to be a really big fan of hers, and then you know, we just ran into each other, and she was a little bit rude to me, so I think she's hilarious. Her comedy special, Jesus is Magic, was hilarious.
Well, who's your favorite comic? Period.
My favorite comic. I have a few different.
Can we not gloss over that? Like, how was she rude?
She just
did she like check you like in a club and then
sort of she sort of like treated me like I was an audience member, and it was just like kind of
well, this is royalty, right?
Like, you know,
but you know what, Tracey, she could have been having a bad day, something.
Oh no, she could have been, but she threw a tantrum about it on stage and then stormed off stage. It was very dramatic.
No. Spill it.
Yeah.
What happened?
So we were at a comedy festival.
Where was it?
This was in Brooklyn, and she was on stage, and I love Sarah Silverman, right? So it's like when you're working with your idols, like these people that you grew up watching, it's like your heart stops. This is exciting stuff, right? So I'm on the side of the stage, not backstage, because like everyone wants to watch her set, right? So we're on the side of the stage, and I take out my phone and I take a photo of her, like kind of like discreetly, because you know you don't want to disturb anyone. And she looks over at me and she thinks that I'm an audience member texting.
Oh.
And she's like, "I'm sorry, are you texting during my set?"
Ooh. No, you're are you serious?
Yeah. And I was like,
you were like backstage, like on the side.
And then what did you say?
And I was like, "Oh no." And then I'm like, shit, she like, I don't know what to do, because like but she's not doing like funny crowd work. Like she's mad. She's like big mad. Yeah. And she winds up like just telling me, like, she's like, "You're never going to amount to anything." And she just, listen, she's right, but that's not the point. Like I was like, oh my God. I clutched my pearls. I was embarrassed.
Okay, stop. Because I need to make sure I'm understanding this.
Did you have to go on after her, like after that? Or like did you
No. It was before that. Yeah.
She told you you're not going to amount to anything because she's pissed at you?
Yeah, but she didn't realize that I was a comic that was just admiring her, you know? And I ended up tweeting at her the picture, and I was like, "Hey, this is the picture that I took of you when you thought I was texting through your set. You know, you're a bitch."
Can I find that? Hold on.
I'm sure you could. You'd have to go back a little bit. You would have to go back a ways. But listen, I
Deavan's in
still
the
think she's very
comments
funny.
You to be her zaddies.
Yeah, but nothing's worse than meeting your favorite celebrity
I had to find
and they
this
turn
tweet.
out to be jerks.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than that.
Yeah, I
Nothing's
mean,
worse.
listen, again, I think she's so funny. The Sarah Silverman show, like I was real into that, like very, very into that when that was out. There's so many talented comedians that came out of that as well. But yeah, it just made me sad. But again, you're right though. It's like she could
You should have said something. She's not your
I
mom.
couldn't have said anything. It was in the middle of
Who are you guys
yes,
talking?
Sarah with
Okay,
H.
thank you.
I couldn't have said anything because it was like in the middle of a pretty big show.
Oh.
And I didn't want to like inject, you know what I mean? Like as a comic, you kind of want to like lay the
She didn't
lower.
come up. She didn't say anything to you after it was done.
No, she didn't know. She never even talked. We didn't cross paths after that. She got
you
really
horrified?
mad. I was horrified for her. Because no one could see who I was. You know what I mean? Like the place is dark. They think that she's just abusing an audience member. But like she was, the thing is like, listen, we do so many shows where like, the audience is rude or whatever, but like you kind of try to keep it light and make it funny, even if you're like kind of shitting on someone.
Mm-hmm. So do people like still like hiss? Like, is that like still a thing?
Is that like throwing rotten tomatoes?
I know what? Like
they don't boo and hiss.
Is that like performing for snakes?
Oh my God!
Like do they say like boo?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on what kind of show you're doing, but some shows will boo you. There is this one show in Harlem, I think it's in Brooklyn, where they used to put like the newer comics up, and if the crowd thought you were bad, they would take their keys out and jingle their keys like to gong you off the stage.
Oh, that's
so John, what's your favorite celebrity I wish I never met story?
Oh, that's like a loaded. Wait, okay, so a celebrity that I met, but I wish I didn't.
Yes.
Okay, getting that together because
I'm not saying much. I know I'm past. I'm pleading the fifth on.
Yeah, I think you should plead the fifth on this. You guys are cultural icons.
No, you have to do it. You have to say,
Tracey,
don't use a name then. Just say, give us a description of your favorite celebrity that you
Sarah, we don't talk
never
about
met.
that person on this page.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I said.
Sarah, we don't.
How about
mention
the
that
local
name.
sports team?
We saw dolphins the other day.
We did.
Oh, okay. We're changing the subject. Okay, go ahead.
Someone asked if I like Chelsea Handler. I actually love Chelsea Handler. There's so many comics that actually came out of Chelsea lately that are just so influential. I work a lot with Chris Frangiola. He has a great podcast called Cover to Cover. I don't know if you guys know Chris Frangiola. He was on Chelsea lately all the time. He was a writer for them.
He's got the big teeth.
Yeah, he is so funny. He's such a nice person. His podcast is hilarious, and he has a really big following. He is. A lot of people were mentioning Heather McDonald's in the comments, and he's on Heather McDonald's podcast. He's a very good friend of hers, so he's on that a lot. So check out his podcast, Cover to Cover.
Do you have a podcast by any chance?
No.
Who are you?
To be honest with you, I'm just. I used to live next door to John when I was little, and he gives me this very nice platform to sell I sell cookies.
Really, Tracey, how did you meet John?
How did I meet John? Well, how do I meet John? Okay, so I saw that John. This is when I first started my 90-day podcast. I saw that John
90-day podcast.
It's called 90-Day Fiance Trash Talk. I saw John posting a lot on Instagram, and I was like, oh, hey. And we were talking a little bit, and he's like, I'm from Long Island. I was like, oh, I'm from Queens. And I was like, why don't you come over and do my podcast? And he was like, okay. And then I was like, I just invited like a very strange man to my house.
I'm going to like an apartment in Queens. Like,
yeah. And
should I just bring a knife? I don't know.
Yeah, they thought
it's just like,
the funny thing is they thought that I was going to kill them. I thought they were going to kill me.
But turns out, why would you invite a complete stranger?
I don't know. I don't know. Hindsight, I'm not positive. But it worked out. It felt right. And if it wouldn't have worked out, I wouldn't be here today to tell this story.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, and then and her place is like Hogwarts. I'm just saying, it's like
I live in a castle.
She really does.
What do you mean?
I live in a very old
A castle in Queens.
I live in a castle in Queens. I live in a very old pre-war building, and it just has like leather bound books, and it smells of mahogany.
The torches on the wall.
We've been there. It's
Tracy,
beautiful.
don't sometimes you want to get out of New York?
Okay, I would love to see
she goes home because she's like,
I'm in Queens. I'm not like, I don't live in like Times Square. I live in Queens, which is like
London.
Yeah, I live in a small little like suburban neighborhood that's about 15 minutes from Manhattan, and it's just like this different world. The area that I live in, it's very, very different. But yeah, I would love to get out of New York, but like doing comedy, you can be in New York or LA.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like the end of the list.
You could be in Vegas. There's a lot of
not
comedy.
really. No, not to because remember, like you're trying to film things and you're trying to be like at Vegas comedy clubs are for comics that are either passing through or people that like have residencies. Like it's not for up and coming. Just like any town has, not any town, but a lot of big cities have comedy clubs, but you don't just want to be there. See, like in Vegas, there's a few comedy clubs. In New York City, there's like 7 comedy clubs on the same block. So you're going from club to club to club, doing spots, making money. You're going cross town. It's not like that. It's not that far apart from each other, and you could get a lot of comedy in. Whereas if you were in,
we have all these hotels that these comedians are in.
It's not right, but it's comedians that are like from your town. A lot of the times, or they're opening for
celebrities.
Yeah, they're opening for a bigger comic that's passing through town, but that's not how you're going to make money being like the town feature.
Yeah.
Or like the host at the Hilton or the Marriott. Pau, she wrestles at one of the prime Florida Marriotts.
Yes, I do hear that you do get like an intercontinental breakfast when you
intercontinental, not even a continental.
Oh,
what happens there? Do you get? You get like tacos and what do you get?
Alligator.
Whatever's left over, like hey.
Oh my god!
I totally pulled Teresa Guidas on that one. I was like intercontinental.
Intercontinental breakfast. I love it. That's really
That's so ridiculous.
What exactly do you think it would be like? Is the intercontinental breakfast, is that kind of like the Indochine chicken at the Grand Lux Cafe?
I don't know.
Is that like the Chinese Indian chicken? Come on, Cody, you worked at the Grand Lux Cafe.
Listen, I don't know.
John, what is wrong with you?
If it's there, I would definitely try it. I'm not gonna lie.
It had a little bit of curry, a little bit of spice. It was over rice. Come on, the Indochine chicken.
Wait, stop, Tracy. What is wrong with you, John? What is wrong with you?
It's totally fine with me. I would try it.
He's gonna pee his
as long as they had hot coffee too.
Take a deep breath.
Do you know how many posts of me saying intercontinental breakfast is going to be up everywhere?
This is going to be all about Reddit. They're going to be like, John's a dumb bitch.
Because what's like Wendy,
him and his neighbor were talking about intercontinental breakfast.
Like, I'm sorry, like, we're so exclusive that we get intercontinental breakfast. How's
that's the whole thing. Like, regular people get continental breakfast, but like you've never seen me at a Best Western with the intercontinental breakfast.
Like that's like delicious. Coffee, bagels, and like a muffin. Okay, so sorry.
Sorry if you don't go. I was in DC.
Yes,
and I went to this comedy club with his old comedian. His name is Louis Black.
Yes, Louis Black is one of the most iconic comedians. He is fantastic.
He's an iconic comedian?
Yeah.
Also,
I thought I was turning you on to something new.
No, Louis Black, I mean, he's been around forever. Yeah,
he's really old. Yeah, but he's funny.
Sharrell, don't talk about people like that. No.
Well, you know what I mean. He's really old.
We need to get Danielle on.
They're being ageist. Louis Black has been around forever and ever and ever. He's very iconic. He is 72 years old, which is really not that old to me.
See, that's not old.
Right, but when you're just looking for an old guy to marry for cash, that's not that old, you know?
Louis Black really has all that money. I mean, like I've seen
he probably
him.
has a lot of money. He does
You
a lot of movies.
In Patchogue, but they closed. There's one Governors.
Yeah, they're still open. That's not Patchogue. Are you talking about the Patchogue Theater?
Levittown's open.
Levittown Governors is open. Yes, I performed there.
Yeah, I saw him in Medford. That's where I saw him.
Sarah's asking me about Kathy Griffin. I actually saw Kathy I saw her at Carnegie Hall in New York City after her scandal, and she talked all about it. Her one-woman show that she did was fantastic. She had a lot of funny, hilarious stories about Joan Rivers. She had hilarious stories about Kim Kardashian because she used to be her neighbor.
She's funny. I really like her.
I love her.
So what happened with Andy Cohen? Like
her and Andy got in a fault. So they used to. Well,
be careful what you say on this.
Yes, her and Anderson used to be very good friends. And they got into a little bit of a rift because of what she did with the controversial pictures that she took. And Anderson was not really happy that she put so many things out there. And he kind of backed away from her friendship.
Don't forget when Kathy was talking about Andy when she was on Watch What Happens Live, when Andy offered her a certain something backstage.
Right. Yeah. She the thing with Kathy is that she talks a lot about what happens behind the scenes, which you really, I mean, if you have a friendship with someone, like, maybe, don't do that.
Wait, am I missing? What happens behind the scenes?
No, just like, listen, Sharrell, if me and you are having a conversation off of YouTube and we're just having a personal heart-to-heart conversation, and then I come on YouTube and I tell everyone what you said, like, that's rude.
That's not cool.
Right, but that's what Kathy has made her entire career about. And that's so, I mean.
Do people hate her?
A lot of people hate her.
Oh, wow.
People hate her a lot. I mean, she had a show called Life on the D List where she would out everyone. And even in her stand-up, she outs everyone.
She does all the time.
So you kind of have to know that, whatever you say around her is public knowledge.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No, it's hard.
Talk to you. Huh?
Exactly. And listen, as voyeurs, right, we really enjoy that. But if you were on the other side of that, I don't think you would really enjoy that.
No, that's not cool. But she's funny.
She's hilarious.
She doesn't have any friends, but she's funny.
She has a lot of cash. And that does make it a lot easier.
And her mom likes boxed wine, so
yeah. Oh, her mom's dead. Oh,
she died.
Yeah, her mom was like 500 years old.
No, but I thought she still go. I know the dad died, but
no, her mom died. Her mom used to get drunk off of Kathleen.
She used to tilt the box. Yes, that was the name of her book.
The world's biggest juice box. She's drunk in heaven right now.
I'm sorry. Like Dave Chappelle.
I love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle is he's another one that's like, he's a legend. I mean, he's not 72, but he is he's one of the greatest comics of all time.
Yeah.
And he's the voice of our generation. Where'd you see him?
I live in Rochester, New York. And this little tiny auditorium theater. It's such an old tiny venue. And we were like in third row. And I didn't really know much about him. My husband loved him and always watched him on TV. He was so freaking funny.
Yeah, he's the greatest.
I was going to enjoy myself. It was amazing. I love
He's comedy royalty for sure.
Yeah.
I bet you get an intercontinental breakfast when you go see him. Just saying.
When me and Dave we get intercontinental dinner.
Oh, well, you know what? With Dave Chappelle's money, I'm sure you do. Okay, how's that?
You do. You definitely do.
I used to like Chris Rock, and then he started getting on my nerves.
I still like Chris. Chris is another one that's he's
okay. He gets on my nerves.
He's legendary. Regardless of if you like him or not, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, like these are some of the men that like kind of paved the way for a lot of comedians today.
Well, do you think Eddie Murphy's still funny if he did a stand-up? He hasn't done one in so long.
I gotta tell you, listen, I get a lot of hate for this.
And the other one, those were hilarious.
I get a lot of hate for it, but like I like him, but like I don't get the hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of his, just like anyone else, but like, I'm not like
he hasn't done stand up in so long.
Yeah, I'm not
We
like
don't know if
losing
he's
my
funny anymore. Yeah,
I'm not
Full
losing my
disclosure,
mind.
me and Cody watched Trading Places yesterday. So
and isn't he like in the 60s?
Do you hate old men? What's
No,
going on?
I know. But I just think that Eddie
He's like,
Murphy's like really.
Let's see.
Isn't he in his 60s now?
I'm gonna look right now.
And someone said he has 10 kids. He has
Eddie Murphy he's 60 years old, exactly 60.
Does he turn 61 this year, or is that past?
It's past. He's 60 just this last month, April 3rd.
Okay, so he's newly 60. So
Newly
at the beginning of the
60.
year, he was 59. I don't know if that matters.
Because
Yeah, I
I
know,
think
I mean-
do you agree with this, Tracy? I think comedy has to stay current. It could get old. Like if
Right,
you have
but
to
just
stay-
because you're old, you could still talk about current.
No, I'm not
events.
saying you can't do it because it's old. You have to keep up.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to evolve.
yeah.
I mean, right, but there's certain
Yeah,
comedy
evolve.
that's timeless.
I
There is
mean,
certain comedy that's timeless. I mean, I watch Eddie Izzard, who is an English
Well, I mean,
comic.
look at me. I mean,
Look at
What?
who?
I said, well, look at me. Hello.
Oh no,
Duh.
you're
No
timeless
comment.
too.
Of course.
I didn't know
Eddie,
you were fun, Cody.
You haven't seen me. I have a Hulu series also, guys. I've been waiting to just tell you guys this. So
Wait, did someone say they had a Hulu series?
I have one too.
a series. Jesus Christ! All I was in was a documentary, but you're in a
I'm
series.
sorry for you.
A documentary?
Tracy,
What's
you're
it
in a
about?
documentary? You tell.
John is trying to. I don't know what John is doing, but don't take the bait, Tracy. Don't.
I know.
Take the
I know.
bait.
They're all trolling me.
Yeah,
I feel victimized.
you are.
I'm gonna sue you.
Would you ever? I saw in the comments. Would you ever like go on like America's Got Talent?
No,
Like,
because I got to tell you. So a lot of the casting.
tell us
contacts
about
me.
that. You must know people on that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. A lot of my friends have been on America's Got Talent, but
okay.
it's not for me. I don't know if you guys know, but I actually am not family friendly.
Oh, do you do a lot of cussing in your stand-up?
It's not really. No, not really, because I don't curse that much. I actually a lot of the time don't really curse, but it's the subject matter that's inappropriate.
You talk about sex.
I allude to it. I talk about
Why do so many female comics talk about that? Like, why do they talk about that?
I think there's so many comics that talk about it. I think that a lot of times, we look at, female comics and we're like, oh, they talk about their vaginas, they talk about their periods. And it's like, well, not really. Not all, like, we talk about our sexuality, sure, but so do men. Men talk about, sleeping around constantly. And then, when we allude to it or we say something about it, then it's like, oh, typical female comic. When, that's not really what it's about.
Can we get in on a joke?
Can you tell me a good vagina joke?
I can't like, you know what I mean? Like it has to like be on a stage with a crowd. Like that's kind of not how we really. I'll send you a video now because it's not like
90 people. Or
What
80.
if I offered you like an intercontinental breakfast? Like I'm just saying.
what's on the menu?
Let me try and sweeten the pot.
Is there udon noodles?
100%.
Is it gluten free?
That's
That's a big
try
thing.
my best.
Yeah.
Tracy, you have to write all of your jokes before you go on stage. Like,
Oh,
you're
for
not
sure. No,
Oh,
for
really?
sure. So, I mean,
towards that, like, how do you remember them all in a row?
because you're literally doing your jokes over and over and over again. It starts off at an open mic and then, you do your set at a comedy club and then you have maybe 4 spots that night and you're doing your set and, you have your set. And a lot of times you're going to see the same jokes from comedians when you see them over and over again. We add something here and there. We try out a new joke here and there, but like you basically have your set. And then unless you kind of like film anything for TV, then you have to kind of like bury that material. That's what they call it.
How long
burying
does
the
a
material.
set last? How long can you get away?
It depends on what you're doing. So in New York City, if you're doing a showcase set, it's 15 minutes. Usually on stage. If you're on the road and you're opening for a bigger comic, it could be 25 minutes, half hour sometimes. It depends on the club. So, but I mean, some of these places. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think she was still talking to me. That's cool.
I haven't had anyone. Okay, I haven't had anyone steal my material, but I was actually doing a show like a couple weeks ago in New York, and what's happening? I feel so scared. No, one of the audience members came up to me afterwards and they were like, that one joke you did, you know, and she like named my material. She's like, where'd you hear that from? And I was like, oh, it's my joke that I do. And she was like, that's my joke. And I was like, okay, but I don't. She's like, you stole my joke. I go, I don't usually listen to the audience members' jokes before the show and then like do the best of on stage.
She accused you of stealing a joke?
An audience member. I was like, what is wrong with
What? Did you steal a joke?
Yeah. But
yeah, I was like, you're drunk. Go home. That 2-drink minimum really went to your head pretty quickly.
You must have like Malibu Baby or something
yeah,
like that.
seriously. Someone in the comments is asking about Impractical Jokers. Sal from Impractical Jokers is a good friend of mine, and he was actually a guest on my podcast that I don't have anymore, but you can listen to it. It's called Only in New York, and he's on an episode.
Do you have any current podcasts?
Not really, just 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and Catfish Trash Talk. Yeah, just those 3.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So you talk trash on your podcast, like you talk about the cast members. I mean,
yeah, of course.
What like Janelle's like a blah 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 blah.
Well, Janelle isn't on the show anymore, but yeah, I mean, listen, we talk about the cast. We,
Did she get fired?
you know, we try to. Janelle got let go from the show. We try to talk about, you know, everything that happens on the show. We talk about what we think is fake. We talk about what John. We don't say anything terrible, but it's like, here's the thing, right? We're judging from what we see. We're not judging from what we know behind the cameras. We're judging from what you're showing us on TV. We're judging from that. And I really do, you know, John takes a different approach because John's telling you a little bit more factual things a lot of times. And that's why I don't really post like that. Mm-hmm. Is because he's like, you know, he's up to date, he's current. And I'm kind of like pretending that like we don't know anything else, but we just know what we see.
We're gonna stop talking about Janelle. Are you guys looking in the comments? This is so bad. Let's talk about another one. Like,
I don't know that person.
I know. I forgot. We can't talk about that. I just said a name. I didn't mean to say that name.
Yeah, like Sarah said in the comments, we judge a lot of Tiffany's cold shoulder tops. Yeah, we do. I mean, it's, you know, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to see that much shoulder. What?
Tiffany. I love Tiffany.
No. But I mean, but like we make fun of. She always wears a cold shoulder top. That's funny. You know, Noelle and I did. We did a live podcast in New York City last year before the lockdown, and we both wore cold shoulder shirts and we had jackets over it. And then when we sat down, we took off our jackets to reveal our shoulders, and the crowd went wild.
Did the jackets have like epaulets?
That's what I usually do when I like show my shoulder.
Yes, like, and then we had umbrellas
with a tassel at the end.
Yes, and then we had umbrellas with just feathers around that. We had parasols,
like a nice epaulette. Like, you know, you just don't see. That's what I envision.
That's good. Yeah, a little cape, a baby cape
with the tassels.
Yes,
and like a badge of some sort, like the straps over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
this. How did you know my costume? Yeah, that's how I always dress, though.
That's it. like Benetton. Like if you bought it, if you saw that like in Benetton in like 1987.
Yeah, that's right. I still shop there.
And like it's folded because you didn't have hangers.
I still shop there.
So you should come to Vegas.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to come to Vegas. I'm going to be doing a little bit more traveling, you know, after everything kind of opens up again. And you know, but New York. You see, the thing is, New York, we got a lot of stuff. We have a lot of work here, so that's why I don't leave as often as I should.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can get something here. They have a whole bunch of open mic clubs.
Oh yeah, I don't do open mic clubs. I don't perform without money.
Hello, hi, excuse you, Sharrell.
What's wrong with that?
Mic clubs. Have
no.
Resume.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. No, it's just that, like, you know, you wouldn't go on the road to do shows that you weren't getting paid for. I would have to get paid for, you know. You have to get like booked and get paid because otherwise it's not worth traveling.
Well, they have like a lot of open mic clubs here where because people get drunk a lot here and then they go on the stage and they think they're funny, but they're not.
Yeah, no, I mean, they do that in New York too. It's very disturbing.
It is. It's so.
It's very disturbing.
I like have the guy with the hook, like the big giant hook that pulls you off.
Yeah, that's.
when you're bad.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that just watching
They're on
comedy
the
shows.
side, like with a hook, just waiting.
I want that job. Like that would be like the best job. Like just yanking them and just like yeah, no, that was it.
We should all do.
You're gonna get the hook.
We should do a tour.
Go back to
all
the
of us.
studio apartment and go eat some ramen. And
All
that's
of
pretty
us.
much as
No
good
one's
as
funny
we
here
get.
but you.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Well, first of all, that's not true. We
I'm
should
not
do.
funny.
You're very funny.
What, a duet?
Not
Did you
funny.
want to sing something? I can maybe
What do you want to sing, honey?
like Islands in the
Billy
Stream.
Joel?
Like, it's like just something
wanna
like
sing some
that.
Billy Joel?
You know?
Bottle of red.
Oh.
Bottle
Hey,
of
you
white.
can sing. You can sing.
I can sing.
Sing it,
You know.
Tracey.
Yeah. Who taught you how to sing?
Just like
Jesus.
God kind of like gifted me
God.
He gifted me the gift of song like a bird. I
Have
also
you ever-
swim like a fish. Yeah, it's something that I do.
No, I'm not joking, Tracy. You can sing. I heard
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
John, do you want to sing something from Les Mis?
Do Rocket Robin. Tweet.
Rocket Robin.
Rocket Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
You said Robert.
Tweet.
Rocket Robin.
That really shows off our vocal range.
I can't sing. I can't even hum.
On my own.
Pretending.
No, that's
What?
not. That's the wrong song. Come on, Les Mis.
Let's play like How to Lose 100
I love
viewers in
to sing,
5
but I'm
seconds.
horrible.
Right? That's
You don't know Les Mis, John? What?
How to clear
What
out
kind
a
of New Yorker
room.
are you?
It's
Have you ever been to a Broadway show?
Cats. A long time
Cats?
ago.
Okay, so you're gonna laugh, but Les
Did you go
Mis.
to- did you go
Everybody in New York has gone to sailing.
Right, but you don't know my song from Les Mis?
What, Castle on a Cloud? On my own.
My own. Pretending he's beside me.
Sing.
Come on. You don't.
Yeah,
that's
you want to
like
sing
the
a song
song.
I've
about
never heard that song a day in my life.
loneliness after
Really?
the man of your dreams like leaves you and you
Yeah,
have nobody
yeah,
and nothing
yeah.
on his birthday. Let's sing the saddest song known to
I
man.
appreciate that.
What is that?
Turn
Wi-
around every now
Wind
and
Beneath
then.
My Wings? Maybe? I don't know.
Oh, good lord.
No one can sing that.
No, what the wind beneath.
Wait,
my
wait,
yeah, that's
what'd you
what
say?
That's too
what?
hard.
You're
to sing.
my everything.
Who told John he could sing?
John can sing. I'm sure he could sing.
I'm trying
No,
to
he
be
can't.
and
This
like,
is
I
what
was-
happens when you keep me on.
Back
When
me
you
up.
keep,
I don't
if you keep us on live for too long, we start singing. This is what happens.
Or we'll start giving like tomorrow's winning lotto numbers out. So your call. I mean, if you want to keep
All
watching.
right, so listen, you want to hear a joke? So I have a joke about how I talk about like if I were going to marry the man that I'm dating right now, and I have to pick my wedding song, right? So I'm thinking about a few of them. So one of them is
Let's Go Girls by Shania Twain.
no, one of them is she lies and says she's in love with him. Can't find a better man.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
That's one, right? And then the other one is
Yeah, I didn't get that one. So I would have been like probably heckling you, like get the fuck
Really?
off the stage,
That's-
bitch.
are you
That's
getting
what
the
I've been
joke?
saying.
And then the other one is I waited till I saw the sun.
Oh, by
I don't know why I didn't come.
Michelle Branch?
Wait,
Michelle
I've heard
Branch.
the song. Keep going.
Michelle
I've heard.
Branch. Where's she been?
I don't know, but that's
Last week for her, she was on a.
Feel as empty as a drum.
Why do I know the song? Keep
It's
going.
Nora Jones. I don't know why
It's Nora
I
Jones.
didn't
That's right. That's it. Yeah.
Michelle Branch.
Don't know
I
why
know
I
it's an
didn't
old song.
come.
You might as well say like
Whatever happened to her?
She's still around. She's great. I love Nora Jones.
Cody was like, "Is that Bonnie Raitt?"
Bonnie
It's Bonnie Raitt.
No, one more. Let's play. Name that song. Go ahead. Go
Like
ahead,
Rocky
Tracy. One
Stills and
more.
Nash? Like who is that?
Oh, let me see. Let me see what I have on my Spotify playlist.
Oh, good lord.
This is what happens. If you guys are still watching, there's something wrong with you. It's not us.
Amen.
That's how I feel.
Okay, so we have 286
Anybody
people in the chat. 285 are filming this on Reddit right now. That's what's happening as we speak.
Listen, I don't care if you guys listen. I don't care if you try to Reddit. Just make sure
this on 35 pages tomorrow. This live will be posted from here. So just because it's gonna get so much,
you're all welcome.
So much publicity, Tracey.
Listen, just make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Stereo at Trixie Tuzini, Trixie Tuzzini, and then whatever you say, you say. I hope it's nice.
It's the party favors that we're giving out to everybody tonight.
Oh, can we do Name That Tune? Remember,
we're gonna do that right now.
Griffin was on Name That Tune.
She's doing it now. Go ahead.
3 notes.
All right, hold on. Let's see. I need to get.
He's the only person that can sing, so we don't know.
That's not true. I'm sure that we could all. All right,
I've been drinking since about 2 in the afternoon.
No.
So it's
that's not true.
I'm playing it fast and loose right now. So that's what's
if
going
I
on.
had $1, I don't even drink and I play it fast and loose. So Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady.
It's like Billy Joel or something like that. Elton John, Tiny Dancer.
Right. Or as I like to call it, Tony Danza.
Hold me close.
The Tony Danza.
But like, when do I say I named that tune in like 3 notes? Like, I don't. Isn't that like?
Should I name that tune in 3 lines?
Tracy, do another one. Do another one. I did not know that one. Do another.
Really? You
one.
don't know Elton John?
You don't know
Not
Tiny
that
Dancer?
Tiny Dancer. All right, let's see. I'm looking
He's
through
so
my.
amazing in concert. Have you ever seen him?
I think you should play like
No,
1 or 2.
I've never seen him in.
Sing 1 or 2 Olivia Newton-John songs.
Okay. No.
Yeah, but then
Here's what. How are you guys with the 80s?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
I'm an 80s girl.
Okay, so let's see if we can get this. Hold on, wait. Let me just pull up the lyrics so I make
I'm
sure.
a hag, so you know I was around then.
Okay. I was around too. It's okay. Let's see. Okay. You ready?
Oh, that's fun.
I gave you my number. Friday you would call. Friday in my bedroom, staring lonely at my wall.
Phil Collins.
Your eyes set me on fire. Your absence makes me cry. My heart is full of desire. Where are you tonight? Come on, John. Were you even around in the 80s?
Stevie Nicks.
I went through the whole 80s.
Oh, I just saw that in the chat.
I was going to say, Charles looking at the chat.
Wait, what? Like,
Sharrell's like, ooh,
it's Stacey Q, Insecurity. Don't you remember Stacey Q?
Can't we get like some like
My favorite 80s song from Stacey Q was 2 of Hearts. That was my jam.
2 of Hearts is amazing. 2
by
of
Stacey
Hearts.
Q.
2 hearts that beat as one.
I need you. I need you.
Oh Lord.
That was a very good one.
I felt like we were like in Sister Act, and we were the nuns after Oda Mae Brown's leadership of the choir. That's how I just felt.
Hail, Holy Queen of from above, oh Maria. Hail, Mother of mercy and of love, oh Maria. Triumph, all ye seraphim, sing with all ye seraphim.
Look at my
Heaven and earth resolve the King. Ave,
Salve,
Ave Maria. Yeah, oh, that's right.
Oh,
that's the wrong way.
Now they're
I tried.
playing on YouTube, Reddit, and Instagram. It's on every portal of social media.
Any religious song is in my head. I'm telling you. I know every religion. You want to hear? I have like this really good one that I sing all the time on my other podcast.
Should we like all like bow our heads? Like what?
No, it's like a little
like how about like Amy Grant before she got religious? Like
No,
baby,
listen.
baby.
Did you go to Catholic school too, Tracy?
I went to Catholic school my whole
Catholic school.
life.
Me too.
I did until 8th grade.
Oh man, it was
Oh,
something.
yeah,
John, why don't you sing Baby Baby?
Baby like Britney Spears?
No,
like
what do
Amy
you call it?
Grant.
Amy Grant. That's
I
it.
got costume.
So you gotta sing it for Cody. Sing it, Tracy, for her. Baby,
I don't-
Baby, baby. That's
Oh,
all.
never
the
mind,
words
John.
that I
Never mind.
Was that Amy
know.
Grant?
I'm Amy Grant and I sing this
I want
song.
the other one.
Baby, baby.
I don't know all the words to that.
Okay, no, we're gonna let Tracey do the singing. Thank you, John. We appreciate it.
Stop.
I like how this is just karaoke night.
Baby, something's
You're
can't.
getting a lot of requests in the chat.
I know. Wait, where am I seeing requests here? Well, listen, my favorite.
Cody wants "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." It's his birthday, so
I'm not really a Britney impersonator.
I think it could be. I could see you with the pom poms. I mean, you already went to Catholic school, so you know what it's like to wear a uniform. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see what I got here.
CPQ.
I'm looking for some. Yeah, I know they didn't get Stacey Q. I can't believe it. I can't believe this shit. I was. Let's see.
I think if I went on American Idol, I would sing "Baby, Baby" with my own lyrics.
I have a song I'm going to sing for you, and everyone should get this. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you.
Intercontinental breakfast for everybody.
Okay, let me just get up the lyrics so I don't fuck this up. Okay, this is one of my favorite songs. I'm not trying to fuck it up. All right, hold please. All right, you ready? You guys need to listen. Everyone in the comments. Everyone in the comments, try to figure this out. All right, let's go. Okay, it's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me.
So rack 'em up, Joe.
So set 'em up, Joe.
I got a
little story you ought to know.
Want you to know.
We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode.
And no one saw my girl when the grandmother comes down the stairs at the funeral. My aunts are going. Nobody.
And one more for the road.
I saw it years ago. That's it.
I love Frank.
That's like the best part of my girl, other than when Macaulay Culkin dies.
Oh please, yeah, that movie that was very.
How about My Way? Us New Yorker.
Yeah, but that's like so I don't know. My Way's so like played out.
I don't have my boots on for that, so that's like a thing. You know, I don't have like my brother. You know, my
I
big boots.
love Sinatra.
Sinatra's
I'm old enough. I got to see Frank Sinatra in concert when I was there.
Oh dear. He's he's actually still alive too.
He was.
You know, I saw him and Joan Rivers eating like 2 Reubens at Cat's Deli like a month ago.
He hangs out with Joan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see him all the time. He goes to the flea market in Williamsburg, Brooklyn sometimes.
Right.
Sharrell is so confused.
I don't know any of those songs. I don't know what you guys are singing.
What kind
of
music
music
do you like?
Sinatra?
I know him. I don't listen.
He's dead.
Just that one start spreading the news, and this one, the lady's a tramp.
Start spreading the news.
Guys, I have to make an announcement. It's not Cody's birthday anymore.
I know. It's over. I know. Thanks.
Wow.
So I think we need to go to bed.
You have this. I think
it's over. It's over, guys.
Yeah.
Oh look! Oh my God! Sarah something was in chat. I'm like, oh my God! Sarah Silverman just came here to troll you, Tracey. It was Sarah something, and then I'm like, oh my God! No, Sarah Silverman's here right now.
She's here. She's like, excuse me.
I'm like, none of you bitches are going anywhere right now.
Are you talking about the Brooklyn Comedy Festival? Yeah.
I want TMZ to report on this one.
All right. Well, I love you.
All right, guys.
I love everyone here. Thank you so much. Make sure you're following my podcast. Please follow me on Instagram, Twitter.
Like, you know, I think
90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Trixie2Zini, TRIXIETUZZINI. And you can go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for my upcoming tour dates. Thank you guys so much for listening to us here on John's YouTube. John, thank you for joining us for Cody's birthday blast. Sharrell, thank you for being here. And moderator 148, as usual, we absolutely love you. Thank you.
Oh, love you, girl.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Good night.
I'm Tracey Carnazzo. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday, Cody. We love you.
Signing off.